The following portion of Mass Appeal is sponsored by Bella MedSpa.
Bella MedSpa's Clarity II laser hair removal is the fastest hair removal system available, helping to reduce unwanted hair in less time with fewer treatments. Joining me now is Kelly-Ivy Subocz, Clinical Advisor and Director of Education, to share all the details. How are you?
Hello.
So good to see you.
So good to be back.
So let's talk about this, the fewer treatments and less time. How does this work?
Okay, so most people that I talked to the last 20 years about laser hair removal are terrified of it in most senses.
Fair.
They think it's going to be extremely painful. They think it's going to be very scary, and that it's this big, huge process. The technology has advanced so far now that that's no longer an issue.
Sure.
So laser hair removal, what we're really doing is we're focusing in on the hair follicle when it's in its very first stages, and that's because it has the most pigment it'll ever have, and it has a blood supply, and that's what the laser is attracted to. There's only about 10 to 15% of the hairs at any one time in that phase, and we never know which hair is in what phase, so we have to treat the entire area every time.
Okay.
So you can expect to lose about 10 to 15%, and that's a really low, that's a very conservative number. A lot of people are much higher than that per treatment. So by the time, we always say generally about 6 treatments, that's a very safe number. Maybe less, very few or more, but that's a good safe number.
Okay.
That's going to get you to an 85 to 90% permanent reduction of the hair in that area.
Fantastic.
Now, the hair has to have pigment. It can't be gray, white, unfortunately, or light red, but all other hairs can be treated. And this goes for men and women. So many people think it's just a female thing, but men suffer with waxing and shaving if they're dealing with their backs or chests or forearms. Laser is the best option for that.
So this can be any part of the body?
Any part of the body. I really don't like we don't do the head,
okay.
Only because those hairs are rooted very deeply, and we don't want you to have a chance of maybe looking a little patchy and looking like you've got mange. That's not really a good goal. Not the goal. But everywhere else, absolutely. And you don't have to worry about the ingrowns of waxing and going in every 2 weeks. And you can either leave the hair alone or shave in between treatments and show up. It is so fast. Most appointments are less than a half an hour.
Wow.
If we're doing, like, let's say Brazilian and your legs, you're in and out in a half an hour. That's how fast the device is.
That's a big part of the body,
That's
too.
a big part of the body. It's extremely fast, and it's so safe. It's a cryogen-based system, so we can treat all summer long. As long as you don't have a burn, like an injury to the tissue, if you just have a tan, we're able to adjust for that. So we don't have to discontinue in the summertime. So if we're dealing with the body, you're going to come in every 8 to 10 weeks. If we're dealing with the face, it's more like 4 to 6 weeks. That's how that cycle works.
Okay, so that's not bad. And if people want it to be good by the summer so they don't even have to worry about it, now's kind of the time that they should
you should start now. You're going to You're going to have to go through the summertime because I'm only seeing you usually every other month.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you get in now, we can give you a huge reduction because that first treatment is like the wow treatment. It's the holy moly, I didn't know this was possible. So at least it'll get you a good start so that when you are going to the beach, you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, do I have to make that waxing appointment or grab all these razors?
Right.
It'll be reduced significantly.
What is the preparation like ahead of time?
Shaving. You shave the area.
You do?
You shave the area. Wow. I never need to see the hair, so it's not like waxing where you have to grow it out. You can keep it shaved. Nobody ever needs to see it. Show up with clean skin, and that is it. That is all you have to do. We take care of the rest of it, and then you go right back to your normal activities. I do want you to keep sunscreen on the area if you're out in the world, but other than that, that is it.
So there really isn't a downtime?
There really isn't a downtime. Not anymore. It's not like the old days where it was bright red and scary looking, and really there is no downtime. Slightly pink goes away in an hour or two, and just as if you ran around the block, that kind of pinkness, and that's it.
So it seems very doable for people.
Extremely. And right now we're doing this amazing promotion where you buy a series of any one area, you get a second area of equal or lesser value for free. Wow. So if you're looking to do a large area, you can do your full legs and then do Brazilian, or do your underarms and do bikini. So it's a really affordable way to do 2 larger areas.
And if people want to contact you, is there a website, phone number where they can?
You can go to mybellamedspa.com and you can give us a call at the office. It's a complimentary consultation. It's just you and I sitting down, talking about what your goals are, what we're trying to get done, explaining the treatments in detail, and then getting you an appointment and getting you started.
That consultation, I'm sure, is so important because I'm sure people have a lot of questions, figure out what's best for them. But you said they can sit down with you and you'll answer all of that.
All of that.
You'll figure it out.
I do. And I find that most people they've done it other places and they don't know everything that's involved. And so when you sit down and go step by step by step of contraindications and everything, it just makes the patient feel so much more secure about the situation.
Right. It eliminates that fear that you were talking about as well.
It's always the fear of the unknown.
Exactly. It's so good having you here as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The preceding portion of Mass Appeal was sponsored by Bella MedSpa.